When I think of England, I think of history. I think of tradition, and I think of a more relaxed way of life. England's character can be found in the spires of Oxford, in the quaintness of a country village, and on the grounds of a lord's manor house, where games are now played and men wear funny hats. England's architectural masterpieces can be found in its abbeys, where whimsical gargoyles still keep watch today. During our visit, we watched a nation prepare to say goodbye to their queen. It was an historic and memorable part of an amazing 2.5-week English holiday. But first we had to get there, and what better way than aboard the Queen Mary 2? Our adventure began in New York. As we stepped aboard, we were transported back to the golden age of ocean travel. Launched in 2004, the Queen Mary 2 is the only true ocean liner in operation today and represents the last of a long line of grand vessels that once ruled the seas. As the flagship of the Cunard Line, she routinely sails between New York and Southampton. With its stately presence, classic design, and luxurious amenities, the Queen Mary 2 is a reminder of the glamour and romance that once defined ocean travel. As we leave New York Harbor, our excitement builds, along with the anticipation of what lies ahead during our 7-night crossing. And with endless indulgences waiting for us at sea, we were ready to be pampered every step of the way. With calm seas and clear blue skies, we were able to enjoy the promenade deck. Plenty of ship to explore inside, too. Queen Mary 2's inside space offers passengers a refined level of comfort and style. Being a British ship, you can be sure there's a pub on board. We enjoyed the fish and chips more than once and tipped a few pints, too. Every afternoon, passengers meet in the luxurious Queen's Room for tea. I quickly learned afternoon tea is not a task to hurry through, but a ritual to be savored. We were offered a variety of finger sandwiches, pastries, and cakes. And of course, scones with jam and clotted cream. With the largest library at sea, this inviting space was a quiet and relaxing retreat. It didn't take long to find those indulgences. The Commodore Club became a favorite of ours, serving indulgences in a glass. What better way to enjoy champagne than on a roaring 20s gala night complete with flappers, jazz, tuxes, and swing. We were the bee's knees and dressed to the nines. We were the cat's meow. The red and gold gala night had us styling yet again. But at the end of the day, we'd go back to the pub and laugh with our new friends, Gabby and Nick. As we approached Great Britain, we didn't want to leave and promised ourselves we'd be back again. After arriving in Southampton, we headed to the English countryside in search of true British life and explored places named Petworth, Abingdon, and my favorite, Earl's Barton, where we found England's character in the form of a FedEx man. Along the way, our time was spent reconnecting with family and old friends. We made it to Oxford, home of Oxford University, the renowned institution recognized worldwide for its academic excellence. The university has a long-standing affiliation with Blackwell's Bookstore, a hub for scholars, students, and book enthusiasts. In today's world of digital publication, where else but Oxford can you still open a book, turn a page, and smell the ink printed on paper? It was at the Turf Tavern where I learned pouring a British pint uses a hand pump to draw the beer up from a cask. The process provides a gentler, smoother flow than the pressurized push from an American keg and preserves the beer's flavor and texture. I also learned British pubs serve a gin and tonic as gin and tonic. Pubs are the heart of England's social soul, and we'd gather often to make new friends at the Saxon Tavern, where there's no TV, no music, and no Wi-Fi, just conversation.
Australia to Como, Singapore to Hong Kong.
I met Liz's brother John for the first time. We talked, we laughed, and he and his wife made me feel very welcome during our stay. We talked about the differences in British and American English, and I soon learned chips are fries and crisps are chips. We gathered at the local cricket club with family to celebrate John's 70th birthday. There was cake, and candles, and cards. Our glasses kept full, along with our laughter. Our host thanked everyone for being a part of a very special day.
Look, thanks very much for coming today. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you for coming to this family gathering. It's not my 70th birthday party, just in case you got that wrong. That was 2 days ago. And I'm having therapy about that. Okay. But this is the family gathering, and that's much more important than all the cards I've had and all the presents that I've had. Actually, there's 1 or 2 people I haven't had a present from, so I need to talk to you about that. But thank you for coming, because it's a great family thing, and the families are really, really important. So that's massive. So thank you very much.
And there were some who had a few words for the guest of honor as well.
Happy birthday, Brother John. You made it to 70. That's good. That's really good.
Happy birthday, John. Happy 70th. I feel very lucky that I've been able to spend it with you.
I think the best way to describe my relationship with my uncle is to use a lawyerly term, read into the record a text message that he recently sent me while he was at the train station awaiting my arrival.
You're the best brother anyone could have. You really are.
And it is, quote, just been eyed up by a goth.
Despite the fact that we got off to a rocky start with you locking me in the shed with the spiders.
She must be desperate, exclamation point. Clumpy boots, rings everywhere.
And tying me to the climbing frame and then tickling me with a feather.
Piercings everywhere, I can only privately speculate. Black eyes and makeup, black hair in a bob, black clothes. End quote.
And then a ridiculous thing that I remember was when the French people were over staying at your house at 35 the Square. We'd moved in because we were renovating.
After years of therapy, I've overcome all those horrible calamities. And the woman, Louisette, was really upset in the living room, and she was in tears, and she didn't tell anybody why she was upset. And the only reason that you could think that she would be upset was that she was hungry and needed chips. And I forgive you all those years ago from dumping me at the curbside when we were hitching a lift back from Cornwall.
So you immediately ran round to the fish and chip shop, bought a massive bag of chips and put them in front of her and just opened them in front of her as she was sat crying. And she obviously wasn't hungry, but that was the only reason you could comprehend that she was.
Thank you for
providing me with
providing me with a lovely husband. Got it.
Well, John, a happy birthday, you old git.
It's been asked to give a story, but there's a sign round there that says no abusive or swearing, bad language, so unfortunately I'm not able to comment at this moment in time.
Do I need to take my shades off, or can I keep them on?
You can keep them on.
Okay, I want to look like a movie star.
You are suave and debonair. Absolutely. Oh, this is
this
great.
recorded?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I just want to remind you about all those hours when I used to come and stay with you, of your tedious piano playing when you were practicing. Ugh, it was agony.
Just want to say what a pleasure it has been to know you all these years.
Happy birthday, Papa!
What did you look down there for? Come in.
Firstly, from teaching me music, the grade B GCSE student that I was.
I'm coming.
We have to wait for the adults to be quiet. Tell them shh.
Silence!
To giving me my job at Weavers, despite seeing you in your dressing gown the night before. All
right, do you have anything you want to share, a story about your dad, or something you want us to know, or maybe you don't want us to know, that you're willing to share anyway?
and finally providing me with such a wonderful husband with Matthew.
My favourite father-in-law.
My favourite father-in-law. I am your favourite cousin, as you know.
We have literally nothing to say to this man. Dad, thanks for collecting us from the cannon in Wellingborough.
Yeah, now we're talking.
In the golden summer of '97, many times being called up late at night when we had no plans to get home and we were 5 pints of red stripe in.
Yeah.
You encouraged our underage drinking from an early age.
Yeah.
From an early age, both in terms of buying alcohol, transport. Oh, thanks for giving me a tenner, Dad, right here when I was 13, when I took 5 wickets for the Sunday team to buy a jug of beer in the clubhouse. 13 years old. So
13,
to buy a jug. Yeah.
That's good. Picking up me and my mate was Vishal from Wellingborough, and he, just before we got into the car, vomited everywhere and just got in, no problems, no questions asked, dropped him home. It's good. Did you have a good night?
Thanks, Dad.
You know Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Doc, bashful, sleepy, sneezy, dopey. Bashful. Anyway, John is the 8th dwarf. What's his name? If John were the 8th dwarf, what would John's dwarf name be?
Josie. What's his name? I don't know.
Snoozy, is that one?
Stop.
Belchy.
Intense.
Random clothes and accessories-y.
Intensely.
Intensely.
Yeah.
Embarrassing-y.
Definitely that.
Unnecessarily aggressive to people that are serving you in a restaurant.
Yeah, he does do that. Yeah, waiting staff get a rough ride.
It's got to be Sleepy the second.
John, if you were the 8th dwarf, you would be vigorous.
Vigorous.
I think.
Does it have to end with an E? Like, vigorousy.
Opinionated? That's probably the wrong word though. I say it's too strong, isn't it? But he always has a view. He always give me his view on what's happening either in politics or the schooling system. That was always interesting. But I don't think we should stay with opinionated. We should probably go for something else.
Thirsty.
Snoozy.
Twatty.
Your dwarf name would be thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Or I think we can just call John just call him number 8. It's a collection of all 7 dwarfs.
Eccentric. Eccentric-y.
Yeah.
That's a compliment, I think. Eccentric, isn't it?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, he would be sleepy, grumpy. Is there a musical one? I don't know, really. Lovable. There you go.
Oh yeah, Sleepy. Sleepy! When Granny picks us up, we're like, where's Papa? And Granny always says, in bed. In bed sleeping. And we're like, what?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, John.
Uncle John, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle John.
Happy birthday, John. You're looking good for 80.
Happy birthday, I love you lots.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday.
That was the best you could do.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
We did it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
So happy I could be here with you to celebrate. So cheers to you, brother John. I love you.
Bye, yeah. Bye! Bye, Sleepy! 4, 3, 1.
Dad, thank you for always encouraging the 3 of us, despite only having mediocre musical talent, to pursue music and form a band, and buying a bass that Tom played and a drum kit that Matt played and a keyboard that I played, and setting us down the path of being a very mediocre Beatles tribute band. Cheers, Dad.
through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo, ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo. You hear him howling around your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo, ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo. The hairy-handed gent who ran amok in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. You better stay away from him. He'll rip your lungs out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo. Well, I saw Lon Chaney walking with the Queen, doing the werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen, doing the werewolves of London. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's, and his hair